Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, we are still on the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. I've created this video just to give a brief update of what was happening at the Pretoria High Court during this week. Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe, it's a state witness who completed a pointing out pro forma for Muzikawukhulelwa Sibiya, who is accused number 1. He indicated that this was the 5th one to be completed by him. Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe says he was requested by Brigadier Gininda, and he explained the challenges that he had at the Alberton police station, where he was supposed to fetch accused number 1 for the pointing out confession process. According to him, none of the police at that station was willing to help him by signing the suspect out. As he indicated, they said they were fearing escapes. A certain Sergeant Baloyi was willing to help him, but later he also became hesitant and decided not to. With the help of one of the local criminal record center police by the name Sergeant Mapakela, Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe says he was able to capture pictures of Muzikawukhulelwa Sibiya, where some of them he was bare-chested, meaning he did not have a top on. Pictures that he said he was going to use for the purpose of showing evidence that Muzikawukhulelwa Sibiya did not have any external injuries that were evident. When all this took place, the suspect was very calm, according to Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe. And he further said the suspect was willing to continue with the pointing out. Let's listen to this clip.
He is further asked if he still wishes to point out the sins or point out, and his reply to this is, I still want to point out and give a statement.
Wasebuzwa-ke ukuthi-ke emuva kwalokho-ke ingabe kuseyisifiso sakhe yini ukuthi-ke akhombeke indawo noma iy'ndawo noma ama-points wase ephendula-ke ethi ngisafisa noma ngisafuna ukuthi ngikhombe nokuthi nginikeze nge-statement.
A pointing out statement or activity occurs when a suspect is taken to the crime scene to inform the police of the events that transpired at the time crime was committed. In the beginning, the rights of the suspect or accused were read out to him from the pro forma. After completing the generic part of the pro forma, they left for the pointing out process. According to Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe, Sibiya willingly directed them to the alleged crime scene.
When you were transporting him from Alberton to Vosloorus, he said, if you can take me to the entrance of Vosloorus. Is that what you said?
That's true.
Ngishilo-ke ukuthi nkathi sihamba-ke noma ngihambisa-ke wathi-ke uma ungangithatha nje ungise-ke la engenwa khona noma lokho kubiza ukuthi i-entrance yase-Vosloorus.
If that is the case, which entrance are you talking about in Vosloorus? To which entrance did you take the accused to?
That is the entrance next to the shopping complex.
Ile ndawo yokungena-ke eseduze-ke nala kuney'tolo khona-ke noma entrance le eseduze ne-shopping complex.
Is it the only entrance or is it the only shopping complex?
My lord, I can't say that. I don't even know that area. So the driver was the one who drove to that direction.
Angeke ngikusho ukuthi iyona kuphela-ke leyo ndawo eney'tolo, angiyazi-ke leya ndawo noma leya area. Umshayeli uyena owadriver-ke waya ngakulolo hlangothi lolo.
Mr. Sibiya is going to deny that he gave you the directions to that particular place where you allege he has made a pointing out. He will deny that.
My lord, I would not have known those points if they were not pointed out by him.
Ngangeke ngizazi-ke lezo ndawo noma lawo ama-points uma kuwukuthi ayengakhonjiwe uyena.
It is further my instruction regarding, or let me just put it this way. Did he ever directed you to that particular place? Did he actually instruct the driver to turn right, left, stop?
My lord, we took him to, he said we must take him to the entrance. From that area, he said, now I see. And then he directed it.
After completing the pointing out at the alleged crime scene, they came back to Alberton Police Station. Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe explained the completion of the proforma, and then after doing that, then the process of signing and thumbprinting was done. And he assured that before it was done, Sibiya understood everything on the proforma. On the cross-examination by Advocate Mngomezulu, Advocate Mngomezulu picks up a mistake of dates on the proforma. Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe wrote that Brigadier Gininda called him on the 4th of May 2020 instead of 4th of June 2020. And he said he conducted the confession on the 5th of June 2020, meaning there was a gap of a month in between. So he said he called me and asked me to come and do the proforma on the 4th of May 2020 instead of the 4th of June 2020, and said then I did the activity on the 5th of June 2020. Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe noticed and corrected that mistake during his evidence in chief with Advocate Baloyi. Okay, let's listen to this.
You realize it after, but was there any other way that you could rectify it except correcting it under oath in court?
My lord, I submitted the documents to the investigating team on the very same day. I would not have had time to correct it. And if I had realized it that day, I would have corrected it the very same day. So I had no access to the document until I came for consultation.
I-document lena ke ngase nginikeza ngayo ke kwithimba ke lapaphenyi ngase sengekho ke thuba manje lokuthi sengalungisa ke uma kuwukuthi kwakuyinto ke engayibona ngaleso sikhathi noma ngalelo langa ke ngangizolungisa ke lelo phutha lelo ke angiphindaka ngahlangana nayo ke i-document lena kwaze kwayisikhathi la esengizo consulta ke nomshushisi.
So you maintain that you received a telephone call from Colonel Gininda on the 4th of May 2020 at 13:39, approximately 20 to 2.
My lord, I received a call from Colonel Gininda on 2020-06-04.
Mina ke ilanga ke ngathola ngalo ke i-call ke namKhenel Gininda kwaku 2020-06-04.
It seems that you conducted the interview on the 5th of June 2020 at 20 to 2. That's the correct date in which you received.
That is not.
I
just want to correct the time because I can see you started with the first mistake of the 4th of May. The second mistake is on the time in which you received the request. You said 1339.
Yes.
Ngibhalile ke la ukuthi ke isikhathi engathola noma ke isicelo safika ngalo u-1339.
And on the same day, in paragraph, I'll just confirm it now. A second. Wait. I beg your pardon. Is it the second page? You said you returned, you did not specify. You talked about the time you returned. Do you see that? You said 1330.
Yes.
Yebo ngishilo ukuthi isikhathi esabuya ngaso u-1330.
Was it the same day as the time you received the request from Gininda?
My Lord, it couldn't have been the same day. I said I received the call on 2020 0604. The following day I went and did pointing out.
Family advocate Mngomezulu found it difficult, to understand that it was an error that was committed by Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe of writing wrong dates. But anyway, let's continue. The next point Mngomezulu dwelt on was that of Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe saying no one wanted to hand over the accused to him until he fetched him himself. Let's listen to this clip.
My Lord, they did not give me the keys, they opened for me.
To do what?
To receive the suspect that they did not want to hand over to me.
Does that not mean handing over, according to you? Because they let the doors open for you to gain access to him. Is that not handing over?
In terms of the proforma, my Lord, the proforma says he was brought to me in my office. So he was not brought to me by anyone in my office. Hence, I did not complete it. I went and fetched him.
To be honest, family, I liked the way Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe responded to the questions. He never changed, whatever that he has been saying from the beginning of this cross-examination. He's been firm on whatever that he said it happened on that day until the last member of the defense cross-questioned him. He was still on the same answers that he gave from the beginning. And what I've noticed is that most of the questions that were asked by the defense during this cross-examination was more on the form. The mistakes that were on the form, Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe's experience in completing the proforma, then proving that the accused was not free and voluntary when they signed the confession. So most of the questions, it was like we are in an English lesson, because they were correcting the mistakes that were on the form than convincing us that Muzikawukhulelwa Sibiya was forced to do what he was doing. And this took about 3 full days for the court to complete its interaction with Lieutenant Colonel Hadebe. It was one of those long, interrogations that we have come across in this case. So family, let's just cross our fingers that at least by the end of 2024, we are done with this case. At least by the end of 2024, the real killers are behind bars. Innocent people are out there, rather than being, the opposite, where we find that innocent people are in when real killers are out there enjoying life. So let justice be done for Senzo Meyiwa. So let it be done, especially for Meyiwa's family. Family, thank you very much for watching this video to the end. Please like it before you leave. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. I love you, family. Bye.